To throw on second is Watson. He'll get this one to Switzer. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. First carry for James Conner. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and went...
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Throwing, Bridgewater, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Dancing, and he's going to go down again. Bud Dupree. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. The tackle there by John Johnson. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Here's Watson now on second down, being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aaron Donald, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to look deep down the field. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Delvin Breaux with a pick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. And they've got it here with a first down. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. In for the score. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, You often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Goes underneath for Bell. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a second down. Out of the gun, Watson. This is Bell on the dump-off. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Watson now to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Watson now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. This is Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second down, Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. A throw left side complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Hurry up.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Gurley. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. As his guys are in for 6. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Switzer now to return. And he'll bring it past the 20 to the 20 timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They go play action here on 1st down. Now he'll escape to his right. Now he's good. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Bridgewater on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he's taken down inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And avoids the contact by sliding. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Zerline's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they get the field goal here at the end of the 2nd quarter and take the lead into the lockers.
And isn't that what every team wants to do? Right at the end of the half, put points on the board and go into the locker room feeling a lot better about themselves. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. A give to Bell. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Here comes Grant on the return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
First down, Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lynch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. Able to shake him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Cameron Hayward in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. And Zerline's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Richmond!
On 1st and 10, Watson. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Samson Abukum in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. To throw on 2nd down, Watson. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the 1st. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Man open left side is Brown. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. Throws a quick hitter on the slant, that's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Reset. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their 1st. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Watson operating from the gun. Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell. He scored on the ground and through the air. And if the Steelers can convert the extra point, they will have the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. The second down throw for Bridgewater. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Grant. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Bridgewater now. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Bridgewater. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They go play action. Bridgewater. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Bryant with a catch right side. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They'll try and run some clock now with Bell. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now, Watson. Goes underneath for Bell. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Steelers. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
They'll run it with Bell. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And Watson's going to throw it here. And his throw is incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now it's Watson. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Chris Jones on the stop.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated. And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well. So for the Steelers, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. 3rd loss as they fall now